the night if you want to see the flower and take a picture. Because what happened to the cacti, some of them, the flower, they'll give you a beautiful flower. If you try to cut it, put it in water, it will not keep. It just stays open for a few hours and then so that's a night blooming cactus. And this beautiful pink flower you're going to see as we continue down here is another alamander. This one is called Cherry's Jubilee. So that's the Cherry's Jubilee alamander. On the left we have a little sculpture made from mahogany. And her name is the Bahama Mama. Can I continue down here?
I don't know. Might have been. Yep. Yeah, they're inside the bag.
Okay, we have another plant over here. This one is called the belly plant. Keep the stuff on the belly. This is a cactus. This is guava. It's called Psidium guayaba.
Isn't that different? Wish I knew what it was. Couldn't hear.
Kind of weird.
And we're going to go back on the left. You can keep going if you want to see closer. So you see the parsley? Look at the left. I showed you sharp ginger and blacks, red ginger. They also come in pink. They make beautiful floral arrangements. And they are called ginger because it's the same family of plants from which you get root ginger, you know, that powdered ginger you find. So that's red ginger, also known as Alpina purpurata. This is the one over here.
And now what we'll do when we come out of this area, I'll give you a little bit of information on what those islands are known for, or what you would expect if you were to visit them. The sign here says, welcome to Maida Town, one of the smaller villages here in the Freeport City, normally be the oldest one, way back from during the colonial loyalist days. On that very same beach, discovered several pirate graves during the pirating days throughout the Bahamas. This is the Millionaire's Row, referred to many as the Beverly Hills of Freeport, Lucaya. If you're looking out to the right of us, the home there is owned by one of our local fishermen that has a fishing company here in the island. And then of course to the left of us, these homes are owned by the Caterpillar people that are doing business here in the Bahamas. And matter of fact, they've owned both sides of the road here, the guest house and boat docking facility on the right side of us, which is located right on the canal. And back to the left of us, we are on the ocean front. You'd find a good 70% of the homes or the residents out here are owned by some of our foreign investors, foreign retirees, and of course a few Bahamian people alike. For instance, again, this home here is owned by one of our local construction company, Bahamian guy that owns one of the largest construction company here in the island. And this is one of the few homes that is in the $1 million range. And he also owns both sides of the road, his tennis course, guest house, and boating docking facility over to the right of us. Now if you have your camera, your video camera with you want to take a picture, feel free, let me know. I'll be more than happy to slow the bus down or stop it for you so you can get a real good shot. You're looking at the property value out in this area or area like this one. Would cost you anywhere from $45,000 to about $80,000. This is the land property now, not the home and all that stuff. Just the land property, $45,000 to about $80,000. And of course, you want to purchase a home, it'll cost you about $500,000 to about $800,000. Again, give or take one or two within the $1 million range. Now, I've had folks in various parts of the United States come down and look at and hear the price of these property out here, and they tell me that it's nothing to compare with what you would have paid back home for property or homes out in an area like this one. Now, these homes, hello? Yes. No, I thought someone was saying something. These homes, the property out here would run anywhere from a quarter of an acre to about a full acre, and you'll find them mostly on the oceanfront side, which will run all the way out to the high water mark.
Harold?
Yes?
Is there still a lot of property available around here?
Yes, ma'am. Still got quite a bit of it available. We have an area up from here known as the Grand Lucayan Waterway. You're looking at pretty close 18 miles of just waterway, and you can get property right on those canals. And of course, still got quite a few of them along the ocean front that you can purchase property. Yeah, this one here is for sale. Now, what you would have noticed, you find different architectural design, and that would represent a different resident from various parts of the world living out in these areas. Now, these homes are not too old. When I say that, they were built in the late 70s, around that up to the present time. But they are within the 20 years, a little bit more. Now, what you would not find in the Freeport area or in the Freeport city, and even more so out in this area, would be any wood structure. That is not accepted in the Freeport city. Building code does not call for wood structure. If you do see a home that seems to have wood siding, that's all it is. I can assure you that that home is solid cement block or brick. It eliminates the termite problems that we normally have in the islands like this one. And of course, it keeps the city in good real estate standard. What you will also notice along here, we'll find the bougainvillea, which seems to be the plant flower in this area, which comes in a varieties of colors. Now, that home last week was up for sale. Today, the sign is down. So somebody that took my tour last week bought that home. No, I wish I did. I wish I did. Okay, folks. Unfortunately, we won't be able to go any further down that way because of the construction that is going on in the road down there. So we have to take a turn right here and go back out. But if we would have gone down further, you would have seen one of the home of one of the co-owner of the city of Freeport lives down in that area. You would find also that he have all of his employees living on his property, whether it be the maid, the butler, the guard, the captain of his boat, chauffeur. All of those people live right down there on his property. I can guarantee you they don't have any reason to be late for work. They'd be late one or two times. They'd be singing that old familiar song, "Hit the Road, Jack." On the road again, that's right. You would have also seen, if you look over the shrub there, on that flowery red color, see that green and white house there? Okay, that's one of our colonial homes, known to be the oldest one here on the Millionaires Row. Oldest one, built back in the early 1900s. You would find all of the bedroom, dining room located on the second floor of that home. And it has a very, very high elevation, and it's mainly because of the hurricane threats we have here in the Bahamas. Fortunately, the good Lord been good to us. We haven't had any serious damage or effect from hurricane in the last 25 to 30 years, so we are grateful to the good Lord for that. Not yet. We're gonna go to the end like that. Minimum wage in the Bahamas would start at $2.50 an hour. Well, the gentlemen say here there's no income tax, and I'll give you a little bit of that later on as we go, but that is exactly right. One of the things is that we don't have any income tax. But Bahamian people are known to be a set of people that make it. In a sense, we don't try to go beyond that which we can afford, you know. So every living you get, you try to save it. Most of the time, you just pay to get your kids in school and buy groceries, and if you have to pay rent. Other than that, you go from day to day. But we're going to give you some more information on the minimum wage as we go along. All right, let's get out of this area and go back down so my dear lady can see the preacher man that owns a Burger King in Kentucky. He is a preacher man, believe it or not. Yeah, the home that you're about to see, okay, he's a preacher man. But we're going to give you some of that as we go along. You want to know it's Robert Till? No, Robert Till is not in the Bahamas. No, this is one of our local Baptist ministers, right? You know, Jim Baker and all of those other guys' names. As we go back out of this area, I told you I'll give you some information on some of our islands in the Bahamas, what they are known for, what you would expect if you want to visit them. We'll go on to the most southernest island in the Bahamas, known as Inagua. Inagua is mostly known for salt and flamingo. Molten salt, your cooking salt, you're familiar with that? Well, molten salt has one of the largest factories outside of America, right? All of the Grand Bahama area. 65 feet above sea level. You see why the good Lord been good to us as far as the hurricane is concerned? No place to run. No place to run. But you'd find the prices of the home in these areas are much cheaper than you would have found on the Millionaires Row. Property out here would costs about anywhere from $10,000 to about $18,000, again based on the size, which is much lower than the Millionaire's Row. And right here in this area, the home would run anywhere from $180,000 to about $250,000 in this particular area. We are about 3 minutes to 5 minute drive to the nearest beach and also the nearest shopping mall in this particular area.
Looks like they're building you another golf course.
Exactly, I just was about to point that out to you. So these homes in this particular area would get a little bit more boost when the golf course is completed. That's exactly what they're doing, building a golf course known as the Reef Villa Golf Course right here. Now, is there any more questions before we continue? Okay, that's a good question. I may mention that you're looking at $2.50 for the minimum wage. The average income would run anywhere from about $15,000 to about $18,000, give or take $20,000 a year here in the Bahamas. In most cases, you find mother and father, oldest son or daughter, working to meet that income. One of my passengers asked the question earlier while we were at the garden, well, how come so many homes that seem to have started and not completed? Well, again, that is the exact reason why you would see homes like that seem to have started and not completed. Don't think for a moment that the person had abandoned the idea of building their home. It is merely because of the low income. The Bahamas is a small nation. They're still growing, but you can find some families up to 5 and 8 kids. So you try to figure out building a home with 8 kids, also paying rent and sending them to school at the same time. It won't be easy. But if a person then takes that money, buys some material, would get his neighbors and friends, they would come give him or her free labor. The only thing he or she would have to do is buy the drinks and the lunch. This is something that's been going on here in the Bahamas for a good while, and it continues to these days in time. I help you, you help me, we all help each other. Now that ACU program runs where my week this week, your week the next week, and so on until the 20 weeks is expired. But that is the way the system goes. Now we come to the Burger King man house, and he owns a castle, believe it or not. The castle which you're looking at right over the hill as you go to the left of you, this is where he lives. This is his home right here. He is a local Baptist minister.
God. Look at that.
Believe it or not. His name is, he wants to know what's his name. His name is a Cooper. The Bahamas, here in the Bahamas, Cooper is a household name. Cooper is a household name. So I'm sorry, I'm going to say his name is Cooper, so you need to do some checking to who this Cooper is. But he is a Baptist minister. He owns a church down in one of the villages. Everybody finished shooting?
Hold on, just a minute.
They own one of this church is located down in the village. Estimated 250 members. So you know he can't depend on that to get that of my kind of home, right? I thought you were Lucky Fried Chicken. So this is where he got his money from burgers, chickens. He's a very, very helpful gentleman. He, I'm sure, we're about 60, 65. He takes care of his family very well. He had adopted 2 of the schools here in the Grand Bahama Island, one high school and one primary school. So a lot of times the school in need of equipment or material, he would normally donate X amount to the school. Of course, he also has a scholarship fund, so you can. I did mention the city of Freeport because you go to the outskirts of the Freeport city, you again would find some other way of life. We call it the village. But it's the lower class area. Some folks refer to it as the ghetto area of Freeport. Yeah. Bearing in mind now, remember I said the Freeport City, not the island itself. Some places are much worse off than this. But in this area, you'll find some of local Bahamian business. For instance, this clinic to the right of us is owned by one of our local Bahamian doctors known as the Holistic Center. As we come into the town area, this is the oldest church here to the right of us in the Freeport City, known as the Christ the King Anglican Church, and they made mention that the Anglican is the second in population or percentage in the religion. And then of course you see here another Kentucky Fried Chicken in the island. We are in the downtown area, which is basically consists of department stores, grocery shopping, banking, etc. You would find a good 60% of the banks in the Bahamas are Canadian-owned banks, and it's mainly because of the Commonwealth banking system here. But we also have a very good banking or offshore banking system in the Bahamas. Have a very good record. So if you here with me today, you're looking to do some offshore banking, bring your money down to the Bahamas. And if you don't trust the Bahamian bank, you can let me keep it for you. Yeah, okay, right, I know. Huh?
All these little minivans that you see, are these some of these owned by private owners or companies?
What minivan are you talking about?
Little cabs,
Oh, yeah. Hold
little
on.
taxis.
I'm answering just in a minute. Come on, man. Hold on, let me get around. They are privately owned. All of the taxis are privately owned. All of the city bus are privately owned. Some you may find have 4 and 5 in their fleet, but all of them are privately owned. Right here to the left of us, this is the Grand Bahama Port Authority Administration Building. All of your business transactions in the Freeport City. Over to the right of us, you would find there's a Charles Hayward Library. And then adjacent to the library, you would find the Rand Memorial Hospital. The Rand Memorial Hospital was privately owned. This is the 250-bed hospital, privately owned by a Canadian doctor known as Mr. Duran. But after Mr. Duran passed away, his wife donated that hospital to the Bahamian government. So we are fortunate to have people like the Durans doing business here in the Bahamas. And of course, here at the Royal Bank of Canada, this is the first bank to do business here in the Bahamas. They are boasting of some 92 years of service here in the Bahamas, and also the largest branches throughout the Bahama Islands, approximately 25 branches throughout the Bahama Islands. And of course, for some of you folks that are with me, this is your back to your hotel, the Island Palm. There, and right here would be the Chancery House. If you think you need to use an attorney before you go back home making some business transaction, this is where you'd want to go. As we come around to the left of us, this is the National Insurance Office Building. The National Insurance is an insurance plan set up by the Bahamian government back in 1973 for its citizens when they would reach retirement or become sick or disabled. You will be able to receive funding from that, and I'll give you a little bit of that as we go along. And then of course right here would be our Supreme Court, the newest one to the Grand Bahama, or the Bahamas I should say in general. We do carry the British law and judiciary system here in the Bahamas. Off the top, that tells you you're guilty until proven innocent. You better have a lawyer when you go inside the courthouse. We do carry capital punishment. Hang by the neck until you're dead. Come on, some of y'all don't look at me like that. Y'all do worse than we do. Usually I would get legal injection. I'm gonna shock you to that. No. But that is the death penalty. You hang by the neck until you're dead. Illegal firearm. Don't have to use it once it's caught in your possession. 2.5 years minimum. You can charge an additional 1 month for every live round of ammunition. Rape, child molestation, incest, 14 years minimum, 25 years max, 9 lashes of the cat, 9 tails. Someone say you can get 4.5 going in and 4.5 coming out. I don't know how they're gonna do that. I haven't figured that one out yet. But I thought a lick is a lick, huh? But that's the system here. You won't find an orthopedic bed. You won't get a color television. You won't get a gym in our prison system. You won't get a buffet style serving like you may find back in your prison system in the States. You eat what they give you. and you make it work. That's why we say here in the Bahamas, if you don't have the time to do the time, don't do the crime. Because when you go to jail in the Bahamas, folks, you remember, I've been to jail. Oh, we're going to make a next stop to the Tower Hunter in Mitchell in the next 2-3 minutes. We are on the Queens Highway, referred to many as the heavy and light industrial area of Freeport. Right here would be the AID automotive people, all of the automotive need, OBS Marine Service. They manufacture the Freeport skiff and the dealers for the Boston Whaler. All of your boating needs.
Judging the time that you would do for a crime, your prison system is not crowded, are they?
Well, what is prison? Well, is your sister, but your mama don't know. Say, whoa, misery, shame and scandal in the family. Whoa, misery, shame and scandal in the family. Listen, he went to his mama and covered his head, told his mama what his papa had said. His mama, she laughed, she said, go boy, go, 'cause you can marry who you want to marry, 'cause your daddy ain't your daddy, but the rascal don't know. So, misery, shame and scandal in the family. Whoa, misery, shame and scandal in the family. All right.
Yay!
And I know some of you folks are saying now, Harold, I'm glad we don't have that type of stuff in our hometown. We're good folks. Huh? But you say back home, my papa was a rolling stone. Huh? Tell me about it. We got Clinton. Don't you let nobody hear you saying that, man. Folks, we are back at the International Bazaar. The International Bazaar is a 13-acre of different varieties of shops and restaurants from various parts of the world. We say we want to shop around the world, shop at the International Bazaar. This is where you want to do all your gift shopping. Jewelry, souvenir, crystal, cologne, perfume, t-shirts, straw work. You'll find it all right here at the International Bazaar. This is one of our leading straw market here, the Gombe Park Straw Market. And of course, we got another one up front ahead of us for you folks that are going to the Princess Country Club. You know, we don't have anyone for the Princess Towers here. But for the Princess Country Club, we got you're right over on the other side here. Heading straight in front of the bazaar. You're right across the street at the Princess Country Club. So if you don't want to come back after you finish your shopping or lunching, you can just walk right over to your hotel at the Princess Country Club. And then for you folks that are at the Royal Islander, straight across from us. Straight across from us, Royal Islander. Again, you are in walking distance. You can also walk across from the bazaar. So you don't need to come back to the bus if you choose not to. And of course, for you that are going at the Island Palm Hotel, I'm going to ask you to be back to the bus no later than 20 minutes to 2 o'clock. No later than 20 minutes to 2 o'clock. Please be back to the bus so I can take you back to your hotel. Then, of course, those that are going to the glass bottom boat. Let me see how many hands we got for not the glass bottom boat, but snorkeling. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. You're going to be taking another bus to go snorkeling.
40 minutes.
Also, the couple that came on the bus just a minute ago, sir, you'll be taking bus number 47 back to the Lucaya area. So you're going snorkeling. You will be going back on bus number 47, which is David. He's going to be here in just a minute. So you'll be taking his bus back. Now, if you're going to the glass bottom boat, I need you to be here no later than 1.
Okay, honey, you ready to go parasail?
Yep.
He's gonna do it if we can find a place to do it. Ron and Kathy's gonna go with us, and Ron's son and daughter-in-law, I guess, is over at Ron and Kathy's too. So we're all gonna go visit the beach. Hopefully have a good time today.
Hopefully parasail.
Hopefully parasail. Sounds pretty good to me. See ya.
Works.
Nice little
Oh, that's good.
Notice the past tense. No problem. Alright, Steve, you want to back up for me?
You gonna leave your shirt on?
Right, keep your hand in there, give me a left foot. And
Big man, wait a minute, you gotta be 70 pounds, so at least 70 pounds by yourself. 70 pounds?
they cinch you up nice and secure, that's for sure. Right, these straps, what happens if you stand up? Those straps go all the way up there, right? You have to call you Sarah when you come back instead of Steve. Because any questions?
Don't lose them, Steve.
Right, you're going to take off just like this. Alright. Yeah, I'll help you out. Sit down. If she goes the second one, I'll pop the chute.
Pop it.
Pop the
Pop it.
Yeah. And let the wind open it up.
Pop this shoe. Pop, pop.
Figuratively speaking, after that.
There he goes.
Are you ready for this? Oh, you've been ready for 2 years,
He's
haven't
been
you?
ready for a while.
First time?
There's no doubt about it.
Really? Wow.
It's the first time.
Why did she say it like that?
No, it's fun. You're gonna enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought that came up as you went out, you know?
They inflated. That's the reason you don't get wet. Steve. It's going to be good.
Look at him go!
far as this thing would go for you?
Tom, let go of both of his hands.
He was waving a minute ago.
Right there, you can come back up. Oh, you're going up?
Oh, he's coming down?
Oh, that's not. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
He's kind of stabilized right now.
Where'd he go? Oh, he was in the sun. No wonder I
Yeah.
couldn't see him.
He's right in that sun.
I cannot find him at all. Oh, there he is.
That's the man's question, all right? That happens a lot.
He looks like he's pretty relaxed up there.
Yeah. Just chilling.
Just hanging out.
Been on it yet? Been on it yet? You want to go down? Give it a thousand?
You going up?
Huh?
You going up?
No, I went up.
Little puppy.
Try to use the rest of the roll. These are her things for her. I'm taking the rest.
Oh, well.
zoom in real close and expect to see the object.
That's good, yeah.
Zoom it in on any slight movement makes it move. You'll see what I mean when you do it. See the movement of the camera? It's really hard to keep it affixed on the object.
Yeah.
It's been wet all day. I don't need to dip you.
You know, you did me either.
Man, the boat's bouncing. It makes it tough.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Oh, your hands alone will make it move. No dipping allowed. You guys gonna go? No? Yeah, this was his bet. No, what he wanted. I had fun watching.
Really? Take care of my baby. Talk to him by radio and tell him they're going out. My dad's up there.
Well, when you get really close, you're right. You can't hardly hold it on.
No, you can't.
Those zoom in good though.